Hey, I'm Suzanne.
And I'm Annie.
And we have
111
years of experience. And today we were talking about old friends.
Old friends.
Friends we've had for almost our whole life.
Yeah. You know those people that have been like family because you've just been so close over the years, or you could be apart from them for a while, and then you come back together and it's like all of the time is just erased. It just disappears.
You can live in different states or different towns and not see them as much, or maybe just talk to them here and there, but if you ever get together, it's on.
It's right back. It just picks right back up.
Yep. So the reason we were talking about that is because this past Friday, I went to my friend Sam, who watches us. Hey, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
She watches us every week. Went to my friend Sam's house for me and my friend Dana. Went to see Sam for our 60th. It was like a 60th birthday extravaganza.
I love this. This is fabulous. I don't know who came up with this. Fabulous.
It was me.
So good. Oh, well done.
I was like, we need to get together for our 60th birthdays. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're 60. That's a big number.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
So it's like, we need to get together because me and Dana usually get together sometime in April, and we never did. We couldn't figure it out. So I thought, okay, it's the summer. Our birthdays are in April and Sam's is in August.
Okay.
So I was like, let's find a day. And so I said, give me your days and I'll look at the calendar and I'll fish them out for you. And so we found a day in July, which we could all get together.
I love this.
And so me and Dane drove over to Hendersonville and hung out with Sam for, I don't know how long we were there. We were there for a while. I think we didn't leave till about 4:30.
Oh.
We were there a long time.
It feeds the soul.
It really does.
It really feeds the soul.
Really
There's
does.
something about being with those friends. I think they're like sisters.
Yeah.
There's a sisterhood there where you kind of grew up together.
We really did.
In a lot of ways, you guys went through a lot of the same things at the same time, and I'm sure that it is kind of like a river where your life is like, well, this is happening for this one, but then all of a sudden you got and you guys are in that generation too right now, being 60, that you're taking care of parents.
Yeah,
that you're
responsible. Your parent or parents.
The parent responsibility end of it is just more now than ever before. Yeah.
Yep. So we've known each other since we were 14.
Okay.
In high school.
All right.
So.
Is that when you became the three musketeers there?
Well, not so much, not as much. I mean, we hung out, but not like we did, like as we got older. We hung out more.
Yeah.
Once we got out of high school, I feel like we hung out even more. Like I would spend the night at Dana's house sometimes, and I spent the night at Sam's sometimes. I don't think we all ever spent the night all together. I don't remember that. Maybe we did. I just don't remember it because there's holes in my memory. But we also, I'm distracted. I had a kiss on my knee from Brody. We have a special guest today.
We have a little special guest today. My granddoggy Brody is here with us. I'd pick him up and show you, but he wouldn't like that. So we're going to leave him on the floor.
Yeah, we had a Brody cam. You'll get to see Brody at some point.
We'll definitely put a little slide of him in here somewhere. Yeah. And he's a cutie pie. But yeah, he's just checking out to see if we have any food. Yeah.
He just gave me a little kiss. He's like, hey, don't forget the dog's down here.
Hi,
hello. But anyway, I feel like once we got out of school, like Sam went to an art school in Franklin, Harris School of Art, and then like me and Dana went to MTSU. And we weren't roommates, but we still kept up with each other. And then when we got married, she was my maid of honor, and then when she got married, I was her maid of honor.
That's so great.
And then I was in Sam's wedding too. So she got married a little bit later. I feel like they might have got married the same year. I'm not sure. 92? I think they both got married in 92. Is that right? I can't remember. Sam, help me out. I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, we were all, kept up with each other. I've got a picture. I sent some pictures to Sean. He's going to put them in so you can see us when we were in our younger years. A little bit younger years.
Yeah.
But I can remember Sam opened, once she got out of college, she opened a lingerie store in Franklin. On the strip, on Main Street in Franklin. This was back in the, I'm trying to think. It'd probably be early 90s.
Yeah.
I feel like it was before she and Chris
late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
So, No, it had to be in the 80s because I wasn't married.
Okay.
I was still in college. So when I got done with college for that Christmas semester in between Christmas and New Year's, I said, hey, I'll come work in your store for you. And I'm going to tell that tale, Sam, so just get ready. And she's like, I know which one she's going to tell.
You could just see her crinkling her nose at you.
Laughing. So, she's like got the art degree, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things she wanted me to do was she said, well, put me a display out there of, some stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So
like in the window?
In the window, yeah.
Like the window that faces the street.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that used to be like a big thing. People would go walking down the street just to see the windows.
See the windows, yeah. And I didn't think that much of it. I was like, okay. And so I grabbed some stuff that I thought was pretty and, things I liked and kind of hung them here and hung them there and did some things. And I feel like there was a bottle maybe that I'd put on the side and maybe put like some tinfoil or something and made it look like it was spilling it out or something. I don't know. I can't remember all of it. But anyway, I fixed it the way I thought it might be pretty, and look. And she said, I've got more compliments from that display. She was like, oh.
Everybody's coming by and saying, oh, look at that window.
Look at that pretty window. Wow, and she's like, I just thought that was hilarious.
Sometimes that happens. That's great.
Yeah. It's because I didn't feel any pressure from it. I was like, okay, I'll just do whatever. So
right.
I think that was the difference.
There was no pressure
there
there
was
for
no
you.
pressure. Mm-mm. I was like, whatever. But we had so much fun.
That's so great. How fun.
It was fun. And then there was another time that she was working at, it was a place it was in Franklin, but I'm blanking out on the name of it, and I knew it the other day. But there was a bunch of different little shops, and she was working at one shop, and I got a job at another shop. I think it was in the summer. It was like the summer before band camp started, because I work band camps in the middle of summer from end of July, 1st of August. Those 4 weeks is usually band camp weeks, and so I would work them. Sometimes it's 5 weeks, but make a lot of money at band camps.
Yeah, that was worth it to
yeah. But then I had to have something to do before then because my dad was not going to let me sit at home for a month and a half.
Right.
So I had to have something to do. So I worked there. I can't remember the name of it. Elmore's? I think it was like a little funny little store. I don't know. She worked like in a furniture store, I think, or maybe I worked in the furniture store. I can't remember now. But we were not too far away from each other. She helped me get that job just because she knew the people that ran it.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we just ran the roads.
Yeah, that's it. At that age, that's kind of what you do.
Yeah,
is you just run the roads.
We just run the roads.
Yeah, you have little events that happen in your life, and it's just so nice to have a buddy to share it with.
Yeah, and then we got more and more into college. She got more into what she was doing, and then I was more into college and MTSU and band and having to do all our rehearsals and stuff, and so then I didn't see her as much. So we went after a period where we didn't see each other a whole lot.
Right.
So, and then we kind of, but we always came back.
Yeah, you come back together, and then it was just like nothing ever. It's just all that time disappeared. Yep. It's just like we're just still the same. Still my buddy.
Yep.
Still
and it was
my
the
friend.
same with Dana. I mean, she was closer because she was at MTSU, so we saw each other more in Murfreesboro. Mm-hmm. And she met Greg before Sam did. But I do remember this. Sam invited me to this was when me and Greg were dating, but I don't think we hadn't gotten engaged yet. And it was a New Year's Eve party, and it was somewhere in Brentwood. It was like, I had no idea who these people were, but Sam was like, come on and go to this party with us. And because she hadn't met him yet, and she was like, I got to meet this guy. You say you're dating pretty hot and heavy. I want to meet this guy.
Yeah.
And had to get the Sam approval. So that's the first time she met Greg, and Greg was like, he wasn't sure about Sam. Sorry, it was hilarious. It was so funny. It just made me laugh.
Aww.
It was so funny.
That is so great.
Yeah. But she kept him on his toes.
Yes.
She kept him on his toes.
I'm sure she keeps a lot of people on their toes.
Does.
But in the best way.
The best way.
Ever.
Yeah, for sure.
She has a very adventurous spirit, and I love that. I absolutely love that. That's such an admirable thing to have. I just love it. Yep. Absolutely love it. So I grew up with my best buddy. Her name is Kathy, and we were first of all, I come from a place where there's not that many folks. So to find another little girl that was my age that I liked to play with was kind of like winning the lottery for me. And her mom just happened to be on the bike. Her mom would ride her bike from their house, which was like about 2 miles away, to the church, and she'd go clean the church and then ride her bike back, just to get the exercise, to be active. Her mom's very busy, has that kind of personality. She's always doing. And so she said, "Hey, I know you," because I think she had subbed on the bus. So she was a bus driver. So she recognized me, and she was like, "Hey, you want to come play with I have a little girl who's your age. You're in the second or third grade, right? Or third grade, I think it was." Yeah. And she said, "Well, were you in her class?" I said, "No, I'm not in her class." So I really didn't know her that well. I mean, I'd always been the big class, knew her, but as far as having classes together, not really.
Oh, okay.
We were never really in the same class. And so I went unannounced. She said, "Well, if your mom says it's okay, you can ride your bike over to my house. And then I'll bring you back in the truck." And because she was on a bike. And I was like, well, so I went in, asked my mom. Mom knew Martha. She recognized because from the church down the hill. And she's like, yes. And so I went over, and her mama made Barbie clothes. And it was
That's so
they
fun.
were so fun. And we were out in the middle of the cornfields, guys. It was not like there was a Walmart
you just
today
where walk over to Walmart or
and find
Walmart.
Barbie clothes. So that we walked in there, and she had jumpsuits, and she had dresses, and she had jeans, and everything you could imagine. Her mom just take all the scraps and make Barbie clothes. Well, I was hooked. I was like, this is the best place in the world. So I went over there, and so that started it. And from that day forward, we were always
thick as thieves.
We learned each other's phone numbers and talked on the phone. Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And then they went to the church down the hill. So where I'm from, there's mom and dad lived up on the top of the hill, and then you just walk down a little ways, maybe an eighth of a mile, and there was the church.
An eighth of a mile.
Just down
just
the hill.
A little ways.
just not quite quarter mile, but you could walk. And so
I have to say, we couldn't walk to our houses. We had to drive.
We walked. And so I started going to church, and we started and then they had a little Sunday school group, and I got to know all the friends and stuff from there. It was really great for me as a kid. And really opened up some stuff. But I also opened up some stuff for her. And she had never, ever had pizza in her life.
Wow.
And so I was the bad influence that introduced her to pizzas, pepperoni. And I can still remember me and my brother, we had made a frozen pizza, and we were sitting there. I think she'd stayed overnight, and it was probably lunchtime, and we'd made a frozen pizza, and she's like, "I've never eaten that before." And
did she know if she liked it or not?
No, she was kind of afraid of it. And I said, "Well," no, I didn't say this. Hagen said this. He said, "Well, Kathy, do you like spaghetti?" And she goes, "Yeah, I like spaghetti." He goes, "Well, that's what the sauce tastes like. Do you like cheese?" And she goes, yeah, well, that's what this is. And then he said, and this is, and he picked up on the pepperoni and goes, "This is a pepperoni. It's a little bit salty and a little spicy. So why don't you try that next? But try the pizza first, because it's just bread with spaghetti sauce
and cheese. Yeah, I mean, it's really not.
And so once she's like, "Okay, I'll take a bite." I still remember sitting at that table, and she was like, she takes the fork and picks it up with a fork and puts it in her mouth. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. She said, "Okay." So she eats about half of that slice of pizza. She said, "Give me that pepperoni."
All of a sudden, I'm a little of interest
she
now.
put the pepperoni on there, and she had it. She's like, "Okay, I like this."
I like this.
So then
this
she went
good.
home, and she told her mom, "I like pizza now." Her mom goes, "What? Who gave you pizza?" "I had it at Annie's house." And so, yes, we would ride our bikes from my house in Domestic, in the middle, and we'd meet in the middle from her house. It was almost in the little town of Petroleum, which is like I think it was about
Petroleum and Domestic.
Yes. Basically, no stoplights.
That's
no
like Triune and College Grove.
they had a stop sign in Petroleum. Okay. And a gas station. So like where she was closer to Petroleum. So we would ride our bikes and meet in the middle, and then we'd either go to her house or we'd go to my house.
Okay.
And so yes, and so we grew up together. Like that was we were good buddies. From third grade on, we may not have always had the same classes because she was good at other things than I was. Like I was always in the choir and the art and all that kind of stuff, and that's not really her favorite thing. She was more business classes and accounting and things like that. So that's the way her brain works. Is she's real smart with numbers and all that. Took a lot of math classes, and I was avoiding them at all costs. Give me math. I'd rather take anything than give them math. Oh my gosh, I really did. I really was not a fan. And so she she was taking the college path, and I was taking the let's see if she can get through this path. we don't know for sure. We're gonna pat her on the hand, So anyway, when it was all said and done, then when it came to prom and stuff like that, we got to go we all went as a group.
Oh, okay.
So it was me and Kathy and Sandy and Candy and I think it was Jennifer. And I think but we had so much fun. Yeah. It was always fun. And it was so funny to think about it now because I think that we were given so much trust because we were trustworthy kids. Right, yeah. And so we were used to being treated kind of like an adult. Yeah. So when someone actually treated us like a kid when we were in high school, it was like, geez, what happened here? Because she worked, I worked, we always had, we just had a lot of responsibility. Yeah. And so we were used to carrying that all the time.
You had to have cars.
You had to have cars there. You had to because you had a job. Because you had to drive so far to get to work. Like it might be like 12 miles for me to get to work one way, which doesn't sound like that bad. But
that's pretty far.
If you ran out of gas or you had a flat tire, you didn't have a phone. No. You were just lucky if someone
stuck on the side of the road.
Somebody happened to go by that was friendly and nice and you recognized them, but you usually did. I'm going to say everybody pretty much knew everybody. You could walk up to almost any house and say, hey, I'm Kathy and Glenn Quillen's daughter. Can I use your phone for a second here?
And they'd be like, oh, sure, come on.
Do you live in Domestic? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we know him.
I used to work with him, or I know her. Or what church do you go to? And then they would,
they'd be like, oh, yeah.
They can figure out who you are by your little groups. Yeah. And so, So I really, it really was probably a lot. And we just had so much freedom. Like we would take off on our bikes and ride our bikes all day. Miles and miles. I can't even imagine letting my kids just take off on their bikes and just come home before dark. Yeah. But we did. Although we weren't going to miss a meal because there were good cooks in both houses. It wasn't like you had to call up and say, what do you have for supper? And what do you have for supper? No, everybody's house was good. Her mom was a great cook. My mom and dad, they loved to cook. Uh-huh. We had summer, we'd have water fights. And we'd have big water fights outside with the neighbor kids, and we'd have 8 or 10 kids out there throwing water at each other.
Yeah,
and we'd try to get those adults. Oh, we had so much fun. It was always bikes all summer. Yep. So going to the swimming pool. We did a lot of time, a lot of days at the pool, probably at least one day a week at the pool every week. And it was one parent who'd take us over sometimes, and then the other parent would pick us up from the pool, and we'd go. Because by the time we were probably 10 or 11, 12, we could do it. We were fine. Yeah. They trusted us, and it was different. I guess it's a different world, but I don't know. It just seems so weird. I don't know that I probably would have left my sons at the pool for a little while, but I don't know that I would have let them go for 11 to 6. Yeah. I'd have been like,
that's a long day.
Yeah, they'd give us $3 and I knew I could get a slice of pizza and a popsicle and
you're good to go.
I was good to go.
For $3.
$3. That tells you right there. But no, it was good times. It was funny. So good. It was so good.
We didn't have a pool close to us except for Henry Horton. That was in Chapel Hill. Okay. Actually, that was on the other side of Chapel Hill.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that was quite a ways.
It was a long way. So if we went for the day.
Yeah. It was probably, I'm going to say probably another about 12 miles. A little more than 10 miles to get out to one of the pools, and the other pool was in town. So even if like you went to the one that was in town, there was, you know, places you could walk to from there. I feel like I walked a lot as before I got a car. Yeah. Like as a younger teenager, I walked. We walked everywhere. Like we were going to go somewhere and do something. But now Kathy was the first one of my friends to have a license. Almost like a long time before I did. Yeah. Because the way our birthdays fell. Yeah. And so she had a license, and so it was so exciting. We could go play tennis at the state park, and oh my gosh, we were just having fun. We'd go get ice cream. And then when we were in college, she went to college in Fort Wayne. I went to college in Fort Wayne. Yeah. And so she was there the night that I met Mike.
Okay.
So yes,
so she was there. She got the approval right then.
She liked him from the beginning. Yeah. So it was always like, and I was there, not the first date, but like, I'm gonna say probably within a few weeks of her meeting her husband. Okay. That and I was just like, it's over for them. they were just. You know, you just knew. Yeah. They just went like this. Woo, magnets.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so, like, I was just like, yep, she's smitten kitten now.
Smitten kitten.
Yeah. So her and Joe, and they've been married a long time too now. So, yeah, it's good times. And then, like, even now she's come down here a couple times to Tennessee. I used to go up every summer to see Mom. So there was a lot of years where I'd just go there. You know, it was just, I was going to see Mom anyway, and I'd go spend a day with her.
Yeah. Catch up.
Yeah. And hang out. And so, but talk about there's something about those people who you, like the years, I don't know, it's just like those years just disappear when you're back together. Yeah. Like, you know,
just because you know their parents.
Yes.
You know, you just know.
And you have so many stories.
You've been with them for so long.
And you have so many stories that involve them. Yeah. They know where the skeletons are, the name of the skeleton in your closet. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They know where the bodies are buried. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So, it's been really great. Well, we recently, just this last weekend, were able to go, and Mom was able to get a quick visit in with her friend that she's been pen pals with for over 45 years.
That's crazy to me.
Yes.
That's crazy.
We went out, we just happened to be there, and we were in Kentucky, so we stopped and had a visit with her. Oh,
so how did they start to be pen pals? How did all that?
What happened was they became friends. They were both young moms with kids, with elementary age kids.
Did they live in the same place?
They went to the same church.
Oh, okay.
And they got to meet each other at church. And so they became friends. And
then Frida moved?
Yeah, she wound up having to go through a divorce, and then she moved back to her, because she's not from where we were in Indiana. She's from Kentucky. So she came to Indiana and they lived there for a while, and then eventually she went back. They all went back to Kentucky. Went back to Kentucky.
So they just started writing each other to keep up.
To keep up with each other. And they, you know, but they've written each other, I'm going to say average a couple times a month for 45 years.
That's so cool.
Isn't that amazing?
I just love that.
And even when we went to visit her, she said, you're going to have a surprise when you get home. And I said, oh, really?
One in the mail.
There's one in the mail for you right now. Aww. So probably by the time you get home, it's probably there. Yeah. So, So I love that.
Awesome.
It was good because, you know, it's always a pleasure to see your mom turn into a giggly little young girl right in front of your eyes, and to just see them together, and they were so funny and sweet. Yeah. Oh, my heart. And so, yes.
That's precious.
Yes.
I just love
it was
that.
just wonderful. And so, yes, wonderful people. And just to have that, there are just people in your life like that. I don't know. It's just.
I feel very fortunate.
Very fortunate. I feel like that's the sisters that God kind of gives to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're not, and they don't have to be with you every single day. No. But as soon as you pick back up that phone, or you happen to go have some, you know, special time together, it's so magical. Like, I don't know about you, but you feel so great after you leave, don't you? Like, light and airy and better and clearer and supported sometimes, and just that's my girls.
Yeah, just like they're in your corner.
They're in your corner. Yes, and I haven't blessed because I have quite a few women in my life like that. This is just just the one, the oldest friendship. Yeah.
My very oldest friendship is Craig.
Okay.
We've known each other since that we were 4.
See? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's just something about that. there's like a siblingness of this.
Yeah,
you know?
really.
It's
Yeah.
a siblingness. It's just magical. I don't know. It's just fabulous.
Yeah.
So,
and we grew up from the time we were 4 until he left our junior year of high school.
Yeah.
His parents moved back to Texas.
Okay.
And his dad was from Texas, I think. Yeah, because his mom was from Nashville. Mm-hmm. So his dad was from Texas. So they moved back there. Yeah, I think I kind of went into a depression.
Well, when you're just so used to seeing somebody every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, you know,
I mean,
are when you're in those parts of your life, everything is so dramatic. You know, the highs are the highest highs you've ever had and the lowest lows you'll ever deal.
Yeah.
You know, you just feel it so much. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
I feel very, feel very blessed to have those wonderful people that I still have contact, still in contact with, and still, you know, and I think they know who they are out there. I think they know who they are, but very blessed, very blessed.
Yeah.
I always think that they're like my sisters that God's given me, God-given sisters, not biological sisters, which are wonderful.
Yeah.
I was not blessed with one. I had brothers, but because of that, I got to kind of pick mine. So I feel good about that.
Yeah. I got to pick some.
Isn't that great?
Yep. Very good. So if you have any friends that you've been friends with since, I don't know, however long, forever.
Since you were, what did they say?
As long as you can remember.
Yeah.
Let us know who they are. We'd love to hear about that.
Or share this with them and let them know that you're thinking of them. Sometimes it's just touching the base and getting a hug and hearing the voice and laughing a little bit. It makes us all better. It makes us all better. Whatever's going on in your life, it'll make you feel better.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. Well, share this with anybody you want. Anybody that makes you feel happy.
Yep. And like, subscribe, and check us out on
the YouTube,
Facebook,
Spotify,
and TikTok.
TikTok.
Thanks a lot.
We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.